Today we're going to be doing a lot of cutouts in my journaling spread, but it's not going to be Dutch doors. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Tracy and I want to thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I am going to be creating a frame that I'm going to cut out in the middle of the page or somewhere on the page. And then I'm going to cut that same frame out at least a couple more times. And then I think the last page is going to be kind of how we do Dutch doors, and I'll be like a frame but not cut out with like a sticker or two in it. And then all of the frames that I'm going to cut out is also going to have a sticker or two in it. So you're going to have like a layered effect. Almost like, you know, how a Dutch door will give you that layered effect, but it's going to be in my cutout photo frame. That is my plan. That is my idea. It's the first time I've attempted anything like this, so we will see how it comes, if it comes to fruition is what I should say. So before we get started, let's kind of go over the supplies and go over my journal and things like that. So I am using an A5 blank notebook. I would prefer this to be dot grid, but at the time that I purchased it, it was all that was available. This is Midnight Garden, I think, is the one that it is from Archer and Olive. This has since been added to the Everyday collection. I don't know whether or not it's in stock as of the time that this video is going to be released, but it is one of those that will be restocked, and they will have the dot grid version as well as other sizes. I do have an affiliate code for Archer and Olive, Washi Tape Shop, and Live Love Posh, which we will be talking about as well. So always check down in the description box for discount codes as well as affiliate links. So I have been using this particular journal as my currently journal. I think the last time we did a video was in May, and I did fill it out. I had an extra box that I didn't know what to do with, but we did that one. I did not film on YouTube my June setup, but I did do a TikTok reel. I think that might have been one of the last ones. And the stickers that I used was from Happy Planner. It was the Wrong sticker book, and they are just popping up because they are old. So hopefully they like eventually stay down once I keep the book closed. But you can see I only did a 2-page spread for the month of June, and it was more than enough. Now I'm going to be setting up for the month of July. Yes, it's August, but I would prefer to do this after the end of the month so that way I know how much space to create. With that said, this spread is completely being dictated by the design and not what I have to write in here, if I'm being honest, because if 2 pages were more than enough, oh, I need to glue that down because that is just apparently not going to stick. Then how is 8 pages? Kind of fill up. Hopefully my cutout helps. Hopefully with me doing a big cutout, it'll be a little bit less space to write in. So we'll see. We'll just add a whole bunch of stickers. It is fine. I am journaling, so maybe now that I'm journaling more consistently, there's stuff that I can put in here. All right. So yes, supplies, Tracy, supplies. So I'm going to be using mostly stickers from the Lemon Breeze wide washi tape. These are washi stickers. And this is what I'm going to be using for the frame and probably as accent pieces. So this will be probably all of the design with some other things supplementing it. So that is what I'm going to be doing. I do need to find where it starts over so I can go ahead. Here it is. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. So I cut the loop off so that way I can kind of know where, if I'm looking for a duplicate image for the Dutch, well, it's not a Dutch door, but I do need duplicate images for the cutouts. I can kind of know where to look on the second part of the loop. All right, to supplement this, because it's going to be a picture, I did pull out some of my Temu Kiss Cut PET tapes, which are clouds. These I think are more like evening clouds, but then these are rain clouds. So I'm not exactly sure which one I'm going to use. Apparently I skipped the sunny clouds. These are also a little, like the sticker itself is matte, but the tape around it is a little glossy, but it's fine. We'll see. If it doesn't work, then we'll just take some ink and make blue sky. And then I have a whole bunch of Live Love Posh washi in green and yellow. I just pulled it all. I didn't pull it all because I do have some scallop washi, plus I have some more solids, but I pulled some of the grid, some of the striped, and some of the solid. I do have some lemon washi, but it's blue. It's a blue background with the lemons on top. So we weren't going to do that. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to have a cutout here with something on it. We're going to have to look at this. So nothing is perfect on here. Like nothing is perfectly symmetrical. I guess this is, but I don't know that I love this. The tree isn't too bad. So we could do something like that. We can probably also pull in one of the hats like this. And just when I cut it, I could probably even cut the flowers that are kind of hanging off. Just kind of cut that. Oh, here's a smaller hat. That will work pretty good. Oh, we have a hat there too. That will also work good. Just look, Tracy, just look. We also have a bag here. I would like another bag. This one is front, like face forward, but this is what's going to cause the problems. For the Dutch door, we have this one. We got to see, because what I would like, I think, as I was like, I would like a couple of things on each of the actual frames, small things. Oh, this is a basket too. That's a cute basket. We can also cut some of the extra flowers around to make that more symmetrical, because there's enough on the inside that would work. This too. So what I might do is do some of the baskets maybe on the first level, maybe a basket and a hat, and then on the second level maybe do the tree. I'm talking about like when I start the level, it's the one that's on top, and I would like to do a hat somewhere, but I don't know if it's gonna fit now. And then on the third level, we'll have to go to this one. That is where I'm gonna put one of the girls, because I wouldn't be able to do any of those symmetrical. So that will be on the back page that I'm not cutting out. And I'm also gonna have to do one here. So when you flip it over, you can see it. Now with that said, there's a couple of things I need to do first, because I'm gonna want the frame centered, but we're gonna have washi on the pages, which means the frame isn't going to be centered once you do the washi. Because what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to do waterfall edges. And that's why I started bringing out some of these, because I thought the thinner ones, it would take up less room. So this is the first page. It's going to be cut the furthest. This is going to be cut. So it's not really that much. So what I could do, I would need more on the back. So I think I want to do grid on the back. It doesn't really match it, but I like it. So we're going to use this one on the very back page. Now, because this does not have grid, I mean dots on it, on the actual paper, it is going to be hard for me to cut. So that is unfortunate. I have another blank one too, so yay. Okay. Now this one I'm not going to cut as far inward, so I'm not going to start it here because these are just thin washi strips. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to come in more so about right there. All right, now that my little waterfall edge is now done, now I need to figure out, that's pretty good because this one is pretty much there. So it's gonna kind of make everything look fairly centered. I'm gonna start on this page to kind of, this is gonna be so hard. I'm actually gonna have to, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, y'all, without the dots, without the grid. So we have 3 girls. We have her, and we have another floating one, and her. So like they're fairly large. I mean, not for like a photo frame. So they're about 2.5 inches. So we kind of want this, I guess, to be about 2.5 inches. What I do is do like that. I mean, I can even do like that. And we'll come here. Like 1 inches, 2 inches. That's like 2.5. So I think that's fine. Do we want to come in? Do we want it? How far over is this? It's about 1 inch. Wait a minute. Yeah, it's a whole inch. All right, that's my photo frame. Now, whether or not this is even, I don't know. Am I going to be extra? Maybe. All right, it just needs to go up just a hair. So it looks like that is more of a straight line than this. Okay, so there we go. That's my frame. All right, so I can't cut it out yet, guys. And I'll do a frame around it, but I can't cut it out yet because we need to do some elements. And what I'm thinking, I do want something small that would be in front of her too. So what I'm thinking, no, we like the little basket. I mean, that's little. I like this. But I think we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to cut most of this off right now. Off for the Dutch door. And then we're going to make it flat. Okay. So we're going to put this one, I mean, it can overlap. What's going to be in the back? Okay, so we'll put that one there. And I want another sticker. That's also going to be symmetrical. We have the hat. I like the hat. I think the hat, we could probably cut off the bow because what we'll do is we'll flatten it so it doesn't look like I cut it off. It's just not part of the picture. And we'll put this like right there. Okay. Then I could do the tree. And maybe some of the lemons. So I think that's it. I think that's going to be it for the front. So this is going to be a long video because I'm going to try to do it at regular speed. We'll see if that really works or not. So there'll probably be some cutouts because I am going to like cutouts. There'll be some video cutouts too because I don't want this to be too long. Now when I cut this, I do flip it over because this has like, because of the magnet here, it just raises it up a little bit. And I don't want it, I want it to be flush. Now those are going to be a little flimsy. I just realized that. I might need to adjust the hat a little bit more so more of it is on the ground because I don't want it to be like it's not. So I might want it more like this, which is going to be so hard to match up on the other side. So more of it is going to be attached to the page than cut out. Okay, I think you can still tell what it is. All right, where's my gyro cut? All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and cut around the stickers. Why am I nervous? All right, then what I'm going to do is I think we're just gonna come in and just draw the line. Like, is he even getting on that one? Okay. It's good enough. All right, so we want to put the lemon tree. And we want to put this one, oh, we can cut this off. We can cut some of that off. Oh, why is it like it's leaning? Oh, we can come over like that. Okay, I would like a little lemon right there. I just don't think I have a little lemon. We do have this little one right here that could work. And then I'll just snip it right here. Probably should have, well, I guess we'll figure out how to maneuver it on the other side. Okay, so I do like that. All right, then we want something here. We can do another basket. I think that could look cool. We also have this bag. So we have the basket and the bag. Let's see what they look like because these are washi stickers and I can remove them. So we're just gonna kind of see what they look like. Or I could do this basket. This one actually might look better. It's bigger, but that's fine. It's almost as big as the tree. I like that. Now, I do want to say, on the very back page of the Dutch door, I could be hiding something with the girl. It's completely fine. Like, it doesn't have to, like, I can put more sticker. Like, I could put a sticker here, even though you can't see it here. I'll just make this look better. So that might be something that I'll do. But I would need to do it now before I cut. I do think I'm going to leave this open, though. So, like, I could put... Now, because I'm cutting this out, I may just want to put this like literally all the way down. So I'm not having to cut the stem. Because I don't want to have a little stem that I have to cut around. All right. And then I could put something right where that hat is. All right, I can use... this. We'll just put this here. Oh. Well, I was going to put it there. Oh, maybe we'll just swap them. Maybe we'll swap them. Okay. All right. This is just me wanting this to look full too. It's going to make it a little bit hard for me to match up sometimes on the other side, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I think we're good. I think we're good, y'all. I think we're good with this one. I really like this one. But again, I could put a little bit more on here because some of them are going to be hidden. All right, so now let's get to cutting. All right, so there we go. Then we're gonna put, do I want her? do I want her? I like her right here. So yeah, I'm gonna put her there. Okay. Then I feel like I need something taller back here, but I don't really know. Okay. Things are just unraveling here, y'all. I still have, ooh, I like that, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to mimic that. Oh, well, I don't have to cut around it, so that's always like not a bad thing. Ooh, I could always do, a quote. I like that idea of a quote, because right now all we're doing is like filling up the page. So I might not even use those cloud stickers. We just have to make sure that's gonna go right on her, isn't it? Okay, so we can't do that. Yeah, we can't do this quote. We'll have to use that somewhere else. All right. I like this too. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cut this all apart. So I'm gonna do Sticking Summer. And then we're going to say memories down. And then I'm going to say with extra. Oh, with bright. And I don't know where I got extra at. Now, the other thing I could do, y'all. Oh my gosh, that's not tearing. Is I could put one of those, so use 3 of them here, on the back as well, and just line it up where you can't see it when it has it closed. So that way, it's not just her by itself. I can have like other things over here. So I could put the stem, maybe that'll work over here. Actually, it wouldn't be bad because it'll be in the back. So I kind of like this. So we're gonna have this be like this, and then we're just going to cut this somewhere over here. But what I was going to say, the other thing you could do is just put the same sticker you put here right here, because you wouldn't see it, but it would still make it look pretty when you open it here, so it's not plain. But you could do always what I do here and just add some things to the bottom that may peep through, may not. Needs to get it down a little bit more. I wasn't sure exactly where the bottom was, so I was trying to figure that out. We can cut that if we need to, but I'm thinking some other little lemons. Wait a minute, where's the loop? I want to be using the same loop. I'm pulling things off of other things. We need to use the same loop. We also have a flower. that we can put right here. And we'll just cut around that when we get to it. Up we have another flower. And we get to do this all over again on the other side. I think I want this over here. Up. We need it going in the other direction. Maybe we can do this like right there. No, you can't see it. The lemons are just a little large. So that's why I'm kind of going with the sun or the daisies and the sunflowers or whatever they are. I guess these are sunflowers. I don't know my flowers, y'all. So I'm kind of going with them versus the lemons. I'll put the lemons on the outside. Okay. I do need something over here though. So is there another floral element? I can put that one there. They might be too wild. Yeah, I like that. And we'll just cut around that. So there we go. Look at that, y'all. Okay, now I need to do it over here too. Because I want you to be able to flip and see what is over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, put all of the reverse images on here. I'm going to go ahead and get the other loop. I'm not going to cut this loop off. We're just going to keep this one on because I didn't use a lot of stickers yet. I'm going to speed this part up though because you've already seen the process. I actually want to start here. All right, now I need to add the girls and designs over there. So do I want to use her? I kind of do. I like the floating girls for this. Yeah. All right. We'll do this, and this. Okay. Here, let's use the loop that I already cut. So we're gonna use these. I couldn't find it. It was like on the ground. I'm like, oh gosh. All right, so I could always use, oh, I like this. I do like this. Let's see what this will look like. You saw where I had to put a lot of rogue leaves there to make that one fit. But I do like this. Because I can put this here. I can put this almost all the way up against here. Cut it. And then just have those all right there. Okay. Ooh. I don't like that though. Okay. We're going to take that one off. Yeah, we're going to take that one off. We're going to use that on the page somewhere. Okay. Next plan. I guess we need flowers over here, but we could probably put something. I didn't use one of these. So I could probably put this one like this. More like that. It's gonna, yeah, I kind of like it. It's gonna cut off a lot of that, but I don't care. Okay, I mean, this could always be a little bigger, I guess, but I don't want it to be. Here's some tall ones that we were thinking for the tree. That I was thinking in my mind for the tree and never really said it out loud. I think it needs to come over. Which we can always lean the flowers. There's like no rules. They're wild. Ah. Okay, this one, we may need to like put right up against this and then have it more so like this. Still not showing, but that's okay. We're gonna put a quote there. So maybe we can put this a little bit further over now. Maybe I can do that. And then just cut this. Okay. I liked this quote, but I don't know if it's gonna fit. This is the quote I want. All right, so what I could do, I do not want to have to move this up. So hopefully this works. I could trim that a little bit more too. I can trim this. Okay, and I'm gonna trim this. Oh, I can't really trim it that much. I cut that a little too much now, so now I need to replace that. But other than that, I think it's fine. Let me grab a new basket. We're going to have to go to the third loop now for the basket. Okay. No, I'm going to go ahead and take this off because it's washi and it'll come off. I'll probably just put the basket on top of the other stickers. Okay. We are going to cut this pretty close. Okay. There we go. Looks like it's a little still too far over there. It's the border now. All right, there we go. All right, we're done with the placement of stickers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trim this. Then what I'm gonna do is draw a frame. Now I could use washi. I could very well do that. And it's probably going to be the smartest thing that I could do, because I have a feeling if I use my markers, because I'm going to want to use a ruler, that it is going to smudge. So let's grab washi. So I am pulling some more Live Love Posh solid washi. This is from their neutral box, and I'm going to be using 3 different shades of brown washi, only because I didn't want to just use one roll and then use most of the roll up covering these 6 frames. So I figured what I would do is use the same roll for the first and the second frame, then a different roll for the third and fourth frame, and then finally a different roll for the 5th and 6th frame. However, you're not really going to tell the difference. They are very, very close in color to it. I wouldn't mind have used one that's a little bit lighter than some of these, but it just didn't look as good. So I stuck with these darker shades of brown, which means it's very hard to tell that they're different rolls of washi. I also didn't do any fancy cutting. Sometimes when you get to the edges, you can do angled cuts, so it looks more like a wooden frame, because that's how a wooden frame would look. You couldn't tell because this was solid washi, so I just cut it straight, and that was perfectly fine. Now, what I hadn't done was put washi alongside the back sides of the cut pages or the waterfall edges, so now you will see me doing that. What I wanted is, if there was yellow on the right page, I want it yellow on the left page. And if it was green, then I want it green on the left page. However, when I put yellow down that one page and then I flipped the page over, it was the yellow solid would be right up against the yellow grid. And I didn't like that. So I was like, okay, I need to change that out for green. But then I felt like I needed to add green to the other side to make it look better. And I really liked the way that looked. So I ended up doing that also to the first page. And yeah, now I'm finally done with the washi, which means we can move on to the stamping. So I'm going to be using my Currently stamps from Leo by Mail. I purchased these from her website. They're really, really good quality. They're very, very sticky. But for some reason, I always have trouble with this Currently word. This one I have a problem getting it even on the page. You will see by the 5th time I do it, it comes out perfect. But at the beginning, I was struggling. And I will say this archival ink was very, very hard to get off the stamps. I even used stamp cleaner and it stained the stamp, which is fine. It's fine. But still, I just want to let you know I did clean the stamp. It just didn't come off. So yeah, I put the word currently at the top of all the pages, and then I'll add the actual prompt underneath of it. And the prompts that I'm using are reading, watching, planning, feeling, and then I put liking and disliking on the same page. I always feel like they go hand in hand, so I put them both on the same page. And then I'm just going to stamp out July to indicate the month that this is, because there might be a month that I skip, so that's the reason why I do want to put the months on here. And then I'm just going to add stickers after that. There will be no boxes. I'll just write directly on the page. I know, who is this girl, right? All right, y'all. There we go. I love this. This book in here has some of my favorite kind of creative spreads that I have done ever. And this turned out super cute. You are definitely going to see me do this again using other stickers because I absolutely love how this looks, and this is the perfect journal for me to do this in because this is all the space that I need to write what I was currently reading that month, watching, planning, and things like that. I thought about maybe just having one page with a whole bunch of them. I've done that before with a whole bunch of prompts where it's just one word, but I'm like, nope, we're fine. I know what July was. It wasn't jam-packed, so what I put here is all that I really need to capture, but I really love how no matter where you turn, you get like a full picture in the frame. So that looks really cool. Now, if you wanted to add a few more layers, you could cut another frame and put like the girl as a third layer and then do another flat layer in the back that's just backgrounds. You may even be able to add 2 more dimensional layers before you add the flat layer. I think this could go on for a couple of more layers and it would also look really cool. Would have taken a little bit more time and maybe needed a little bit more stickers, but you know, of course with the girl it gets a little complicated because I didn't have a reverse image or one that would have fit. So that's the reason why I did put her on the back. But I really liked how this turned out. I really liked using the stamps. If they would have stamped a little bit better, it would have been great. Of course, the very last one was perfection. But you know, I just added a few of the stickers around the tops and the bottoms. I didn't go down the sides or anything like that. I thought about it. That's why I just said I didn't go down. I thought about it, but I'm like, you know what? This looks fine. I'm gonna cut back and leave it alone. All right, guys, there we go. So again, this all came from the Lemon Breeze pre-cut wide washi tape. Such a cute sticker set. Absolutely love it. It is from the Washi Tape Shop. My discount code, A Girl with Plans 10, will save you 10%. The washi came from Live Love Posh. Yeah, so I think that's it. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this video, press that like button. And if you have yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing. That is all I have for now. I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.